Hello, everyone. Welcome back to E20 Zone TV on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Hope everyone is all well out there in the world, wherever you are. Yes, West Ham United have decided to try and bring in a player that we've got no real chance of fucking getting, if I'm being truthfully honest, and that is Jacob Ramsey. For me, that ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? It is not happening at all. But people seem to get a bit deluded. And you know what? It's the younger generation. Yeah. They get hyped up for it. They believe in something. And they probably still believe in fucking Father Christmas now, these people, some of them. So yeah, it came out earlier on that West Ham are in talks between 25 and 30 mil. And all of a sudden, West Ham have got a load of accountants in charge, especially in our fan base, telling Aston Villa fans exactly what we're going to pay for him. When will people learn? That's all I'm going to say is when will people learn that West Ham don't fucking go in there, throw their weight about to Aston Villa? When will West Ham learn that? They done it with the John Duran situation. It's going to happen again. Do you know what I'm saying? But no one thinks. Start using that. Yeah. Use your fucking brains instead of thinking all the time that everything's hunky dory in the Garden of fucking Eden. Right, 25, 30 mil for a homegrown player from Aston Villa. I don't think that's going to happen. Villa don't sell badly. That's one thing with that club. Yeah. This is the same club, right? This is the same club that sold us Danny Ings for 18 million. Do you know what I mean? And we must have been daft then as much as we are now. Now, listen, Jacob Ramsey is a decent player. Seems like a decent kid. Is he going to get game time at Villa this year? I don't know. But there's no way we're getting him for 25 mil or 30 mil. And I feel like as soon as the news comes out, people get gassed up, and I'm here to sort of talk about it. Yeah. And I'm here to sort of hopefully make people see sense, right? It happens every single time. In a space of this week, we've been linked to about 10 players in midfield. Why is that? Can someone ask me? Why is that? It's just chucking bids out there, or chucking links out there. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyone who come on earlier on, obviously I done the Goodwood sort of racing, and the news come out then, and I was talking about the racing, talking about West Ham, talking about all sorts of different things, to talking to the people really. But now I'm here to talk about West Ham, and what it is that people just keep jumping on the bandwagon, thinking, oh yeah, we're just going to go in there, we're going to pay 30 mil, we're going to get him out of there. No, no, we're not. Right? We're not. Can I ask a question? And I'm going to get to your chat. And anyone who wants to come on tonight, by all means, they can come on. Right? Can someone please tell me where we're getting the money from this deal? Someone please tell me that one. Because we've sold Mo, yeah, but we've got 7 midfielders, and we've got to get rid of at least 3 of them. At least 3, I believe. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm going to get to your comments. Start with Joan. She's a legend of the channel, Joan. She's been here for a long time. Villa, I know mugs. Fake news, unfortunately. I know, mate. I know. And the problem is people jump on it, jump all over it, and believe any fucking shit that he puts out. Does it every single time. And you know what? It's getting a bit heartbreaking, if I'm speaking the honest truth. If I'm being truthfully honest, it's getting very much heartbreaking that we, as a club, as soon as the link comes out, everyone jumps on it. Oh, yeah, look, right, all this. Do you know what I'm saying? Come on. Like, you're better than this. Fuck's sake. Don't know how many more times I've got to say it. Let's get to this one. Villa, Europe, state of art, training ground versus no Europe, porter cabin, city, training facilities. Yeah, mate. Yeah, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But and then I asked X, right? And I say this also. And also shout out to X. And all these tight bastards out there who don't want to pay a fiver, right? Why the fuck are you moaning about it? That's another thing I'm going to say, right? It's a fucking fiver. If you don't want to pay it, don't fucking pay it. It's like what Dave said the other week. And people keep digging out people because, oh, it's fiver for information. Yous must be right tight bastards out there. You must be fucking hard up for a fiver, mate. £1.25 a week. Yeah. Absolute bunch of waste men, some of these people in our community. Honestly, it really is. And I'm here to fucking call them out, mate. Do you know what I mean? Because I asked X the question. I said, and my words were to X on X. Let's get that right. My words were, I don't believe it. I think it's a link that we've just been put out again, right? So someone can come in and go, oh, you know what? It's another link to another player. And X actually said, he said, it's very unlikely it's going to happen, but they are talking to the club about him. Do you know what I'm saying? What's the point in talking to him if it ain't going to happen? If it's not going to happen, what is the point? Do you know what I'm saying? And also, can someone please tell me, yeah, I know I'm going on a mad one, because I can't keep dealing with wankers. Do you know what I mean? Because it seems like I'm dealing with wankers all the time, either on fucking X or on YouTube. I'm dealing with wankers. Can someone tell me who Daniel Lewis is? Can someone please tell me who that man is? Because apparently he's from Hammer's Chat. Now, I'm going to be straight. I have never heard this geezer in my life. Unless he's someone new on the scene over there. Right? Never heard of him. Daniel Lewis. So, someone help me out, please. I'd love to hear it. The links only come from one source, the owner, who ain't buying no one. Daniel Lewis, his missus is Lewis, baby boy. Well, fair enough, mate. I know Daniel Day-Lewis. Yeah, it's Daniel Lewis, mate. That's the riddle for today. Tell me who fuck Daniel Lewis is, because I've never heard of him. And it's a new person that was all over X and all. Let's get to that comment. I think it's becoming unbelievably simple because it's a salt-ass client, as per fucking usual. Comment of the day. Already. Another salt-ass client. Do you know what I mean? The thing is, one thing that I am not going to do, right, and one thing I'm not going to have is this fan base being bullshitted by Sullivan. Yeah. A lot of the younger generation get hyped up, FIFA, Football Manager and all that, yeah. I feel for them a little bit because they don't know, right? I'm older, a bit more wiser, and I can understand it a bit more better, yeah. This week we've been linked with Fabio Vieira, yeah. I go on a West Ham, no, I go on an Arsenal fan channel the other day, Monday night, because a mate of mine's an Arsenal fan. He's got his own channel, and I said I'll jump on and have a chat about West Ham things. That comes out about Fabio Vieira, Douglas Luiz, Fernandez, Jacob Ramsey. Any other fucking offers? Oh, Tyler Morton. Do you know what I mean? Like, fucking what is going on here? Someone please tell me what is going on. Or is it a case of Phantom Bid FC is back in full effect? I don't know, man. I generally think this could be a good deal. I don't think, oh, look, fuck me, another offer. Basuma today, another one. Do you know what I mean? How many more links? How comes West Ham United can be linked to so many players but sign no one? Someone, listen, I'm not saying to you, I know it fucking all. Yeah, I'm not. I'm generally not. But on this one, how many more links to players? Like, Basuma's been linked today. There's a geezer out in Austria, Austrian international, Roman something, Smith, I think his name was. Right, fucking another one being linked. Like, On Your Dick has been linked. And all these links, and we're not signing no one. That's just, you know, fucking, it angers me, it really does. It's all bollocks. We won't get anywhere near Ramsey. Aaron Ramsey, yes, maybe. Villa are very good at negotiating, right? And we know that because of the Duran deal. I remember West Ham fans saying, just give them 50 mil, they're going to accept it. Right? I remember that. And I kept saying to people, Villa hold all the keys to the doors. Yeah. They don't have to sell. They're not under any restrictions. If they want 70 mil for a player, they will get 70 mil for that player. And they got fucking a lot more than 70 mil for Duran, I think it was. And when he went to Saudi. There's no way that they're going to do us a favour and drop him off at 30 mil. No chance. Just don't see it. It's getting to a stage now that every transfer window where the question is, who is Saltass buying for us? Do you know what? I fucking hate that geezer Saltass, mate. And someone said it to me earlier on. They go, yeah, but James, he signed Wan-Bissaka, right? It's like you're stopping Macaulay do his job. What is the point in having Carl Macaulay there if you're just going to go for your agents, like your mate of an agent? Do you know what I mean? No fucking point. Oh, here we go. We've got another one. Don't forget the keeper at Sheffield Wednesday, who's also a Saltass club. Oh, I think Sheffield United, I think, isn't it? Or is it Sheffield Wednesday? I don't know. Fucking Saltass, mate. Honestly. I keep saying it. Sign the petition. bs.co.uk. Get the fucker out of here, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, and the thing is, and I said this on the After Hours show yesterday, right? And I mean this, I do. How comes we are in day 30 of July and our spine of our side is still the same? Someone explain that one to me, please. Right? Why the spine of our side is still the same. Goalkeeper's still the same. Centre forward's still the same. Midfield's still the same. Defence is still the same. And nothing's been changed. And then what it is tonight, we're gonna be watching West Ham Everton, right? I need to see something from the boys tonight, right, of some note. And Potter needs to really think about getting Potts in there tonight, because that's major for me. It has to be done, and there's no other way around it, I don't think. So, you know, what bollocks have we been reading today, people? Well, apparently, Jacob Ramsey's coming for 30 million. I've reeled off about 5. Will just said about Basuma. We've been linked with so many players this week, and it happens every single time. It happens every single time. And listen, I don't want to piss on anyone's chips yet and be a negative bastard, but you've got to be realistic. You have to be realistic in this situation. And in this situation right now, you know, it's not good. It's not good. Bob, man. Sullivan is pulling all the strings. That's why we're a mess. Get your heads around it. Fucking hell, mate. And do you know what? He's, mate, if I don't want to lose me rag of it, but, you know, everyone knows how I feel about it. It's 30 mils a bit steep. Well, I don't know about that, Rich. Villa want 40. Do you know what I'm saying? Saltass is like a shit in the field when it comes to West Ham. He's everywhere. Yeah, fucking hell. But you know what? I blame Sullivan for a lot of this, though, mate. If you want me to be truthfully honest, I do. And I said it last night that Sullivan's putting us in this situation. Like, why is it taking so long? And it has gone dead a little bit on transfer links. And I'm going to be honest when I say this, right? Sometimes people have to put stuff out there, bit of fake news, right, in order to get people interacting again. This week's been dead. There's been no links to, there's been tons of links, but nothing concrete. Do you know what I mean? Like, I knew when the Malik Diouf deal was coming ahead, right? I knew that it was roughly going to happen, right? You could just see it coming. This week, we've seen nothing of any note, right? And that's a problem for me. Like, I don't know about anyone else, but that's a problem. We need more CDMs by a young player from Europe, bit like Diouf, don't know him beforehand. Where do they pluck these valuations from? Ridiculous figures. Well, what it is with Villa are very good, extremely good, and not selling so under the value, and they always get more. The thing is with Villa, they're not in any situation in order to sell. Like, they've got no PSR problems. Everything's all good for them. So basically, Ramsey will be just straight profit, pure profit. So they haven't got, like, they ain't going to do us no favours. If they want £40 million, right? And let's go back to last summer. Let's go back to last summer, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm on one now. When David Sullivan decided to go in for John Duran with a £40 million bid plus Lewis Orford. Let's all remember that. Do you know what I mean? When he was trying to go down that route. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he hasn't got the fucking money. He's just a wronger, man. Absolute wronger. Can't even sell our own players. We're usually good at that. I think no one wants them, mate. I think no one wants them. James, have you ever heard of a goalkeeper transfer saga? Only West Ham can make a goalkeeper transfer drag on and on. See, that's a brilliant comment, right? And that is so true, right? I mean, literally so true. How can we have a problem in finding a goalkeeper? But we all know we need a goalkeeper. We know Areola wasn't good. You know, what's this one here? Didn't mention Walker Peters last night. Unbelievable. Walker Peters is a backup, left-sided, right-sided defender. Right, he will do. But we need more than just backups. We need first-team regulars, and we haven't got any at the minute. But going back to that goalkeeper front, yeah, and this is another thing I'm going to say, right? Because I'm going to unload it because the amount of shit you hear on X, right? No wonder every fucker gets off that fucking app because there's so many people that talk utter bollocks on that app, yeah, just for interaction. Number one, first thing, we've all known for years that Mikel Antonio was going to come to the end, right? Before the car accident, people would have turned around and basically said that Mikel Antonio would have been out the door at the end of the season if he didn't have the car accident, yeah? Currently, right now, he's out the door. Where's the striker links? How comes we have not pinpointed a striker to replace Mikel Antonio? And if anyone says, "Oh, it's Nicholas Fulkrug," so what? We're relying on a geezer that was injured last year, and after that we've got no one else, right? That's a problem for me. That's not, you're not planning ahead. You're planning basically season by season, yeah. So that's the striker front. The centre halves, I'm going to be straight. Also, are fucking shit. Tadebo, right? He's not very good. Max Kilman's overpaid, and Nathan Gued. If I would have asked 1,000 West Ham fans before the season had ended and said, "What? How will you feel if Nathan Gued comes back and he's a part of it?" A lot of them would have said, "No, you need to get him out because he's no good. We know he can't defend in the air. We know he's a bit lightweight. We need better than him." Now all of a sudden he's back in. He's got his own shirt number. He looks like he's going to be the third centre half this season with Tadebo and Kilman. That back three that played against Manchester United the other day is the back three that probably starts against Sunderland on the opening day. That's a worry for me straight away. Oh, come on, bruv. Looks good at what? He might look good with his haircut, but he don't look good on the fucking pitch. I'm telling you that now. Please, let's not keep saying he looks good. Because I'll tell you what, Mavropanos looked better than all of them. And Mavropanos is not good. So, you know, agree with this comment and all. We've been run like on a shoestring. Del Boy Trotter could do a better job. Oh, man, I can't hear it. Yeah, but what is that about? Who cares what he done at Sociedad? I don't care what anyone does at another club. It's what he does at West Ham, right? And Nath always makes a mistake. He's a mistake FC. And Guido Rodriguez will kill it at Real Sociedad. No, mate, I can't be hearing it. Can't be hearing it. Not having it today. We've become woke. James, you want say you want about Steiden. Say what you want about Steiden, James, but the man got players in. No BS. He could close deals. Yeah, but he could close deals because we had the money. That's the real thing here. We had the money at the time. We haven't got the dough. Yeah, because I'm noticing too many things where it feels like to me we haven't got the money. Right? Harvey Elliott and Morton has been linked consistently this window. Consistently. Why has nothing happened with that? Nothing's happening because Liverpool want money for Elliott and West Ham ain't got it. West Ham haven't got the dough. So, you know, why? The fact that they forced Mo Judas out all to buy a left back, is which we have two. Still have about 30 million left. There's nothing that has been done. Is embarrassing. See, I agree with that comment and all. So that's another fucking spot on comment, right? Why has nothing been done now? Do you know what I mean? And what it is, people are saying, well, you got to look at it, James. You're in America. When they come back to America, it all happens. So what we're basically saying then, let me get this right for everyone right now. What we're saying is that you go out on a pre-season tour, you don't sign no players. You come back from the pre-season tour, we sign a load of players, and then they've got to learn on the job of how to play. That's basically what it is. That to me isn't right at all. Now I'm going to show you something. Hold on, let's find it. Let me have a look. I've got it here because I bookmarked it earlier. Right. And shout out to X. Do you know what I mean? Because he gets a fucking lot of stick. And you know what? The geezer's doing something for everyone for West Ham. Do you know what I'm saying? He does more for us than what Sullivan does. Let's have that fucking right. Right. Aaron, shout out to you, mate. I hope you're well. And listen, go and follow Aaron. Aaron talks Arsenal. I was on there the other night. He was praising up fucking Fabio Vieira. Yeah. Even though we didn't want him, but you know, it is what it is. Right, let's get to this. Right, I messaged Dex and I said, I'm honest. Don't believe the Ramsey stuff, mate. I think it's another link to a player we are unlikely to get. And this is the response that he gave me. Right. He said, I must admit, I think it's unlikely as I'm not sure the player is overly keen on the move, but I do know we are going to talk to him to see if we can change, if he can change. But as you say, at the moment, it's unlikely. So that's telling me all I need to know, right? If I can say it and I'm a fat prick who's sitting here, what is everyone else saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Open your minds up. Do you know what I mean? James, James, James has got something to say now. What's this? Walter Peters back up. He's a great player. Both feet, pacey, strong. Strong? Have a day off, will you? He's not strong, mate. Southampton fans, he's lightweight. What about fucking strong? Let's get to Paul G. Shout out to Paul. Hope you're well, mate. I agree with you on Nath. Weak in the air and physically in general. Is it worth giving him a second chance regarding the mistakes, though? He did those under Moyes. Because there's pressure, defending style. Yeah, but if balls are coming in, mate, who's headering the balls away? That's the only thing that I would say to that is when a cross comes in, Tadebo's poor in the air, Kilman's non-existent in the air, and Nath's no good in the air. Do you know what I mean? If you was to take out, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but if you was to put one side, one the other, you know, it is what it is. Got someone who's having a dig at me. Thank you very much. Let's get to that. What we got? Villa do actually have PSR problems. That's why they haven't signed anybody. They spend 95% of their revenue on wages. Well, apparently, a lot of Villa people have said they haven't got PSR problems and they're going to sell him for the fee that they want. Now, is Jacob Ramsey a £30 million player? I think it's a bit more than that. And I think West Ham is down the pecking order in regard to suitors. Do you know what I'm saying? No way, absolute no way that we're ahead of the queue. No chance. Forest are in there. I think Spurs was mentioned. There was another club who was mentioned. No, I can't remember. I think it was Newcastle was mentioned somewhere along the lines. Yeah, I just can't see it. I just can't see how it works. That's what I'm saying. And what Paul says there, only Dino heads it. He's the only one who's any good in the fucking air. KWP ain't going to play. The fact he don't even get on United says a lot. He didn't want him. Salt ass as per usual. Yeah, I know, mate. Fucking Will Salt ass. What a fucker. I don't. Do you know what? He fucking irritates me. It really does, and it irritates me for the fact that nothing really changes ever at present. Right, let's have a look at this a minute. What we got? Let's investigate. See that even see a lot of people are saying it. Look, another pie in the sky moment. Meanwhile, it's clickbait. See, look, a gentleman's just said it there. Another geezer Paul said it's clickbait, James. See, if it is clickbait, then it's just riling up the fans again. Do you know what I'm saying? And Douglas Luiz has been mentioned for weeks. Nothing's happening on that. What we got? Let's have a look. Will Salthouse probably gets more money from our transfers than the transfer fee itself. Do you know what, mate? He's got a fucking good living, isn't he? Let's be honest. Absolute killing it, isn't he? Old Salthouse. I did see the rumor. Did you see the links with Basuma from Tottenham for 15 million? Would you take him? I don't know. I'm going to ask that to everyone as it goes. I don't know. I don't know on that one because I think he's all right at Brighton. I think he's a bit flat at Spurs. Fucking hell, if we're going to sign a Spurs player, you know, that's really going down the cars, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? But I don't know about him. I'd just rather West Ham pinpoint a transfer target and go for it. The only thing that this could be is that West Ham are saying about Ramsey, right? So they can so Liverpool maybe look to lower their V down for Morton and Elliott. Now Elliott's still even money to join West Ham United currently right now. Like you can go online and back Elliott to West Ham for at even money. There's got to be a reason why he's so low. That's the only thing I can say on that. Do you know what I mean? It's been like that for weeks. We'll just have to wait and see. Let's see what Gary's got to say. Hope you're well, mate. Wilson link's gone quiet. Hopefully, we have pulled out. I think with the Wilson links, I read something that Central put up. Now, listen, fucking hell, you can't believe anything what Central says, but there was something that he put up in regards of someone saying he's going to look at other offers, and the offer's still there on the table. How's that good for us? But seriously, how is that good for any of us? Right? I don't want Callum Wilson, but you know, he's going to wait and see what other team come in for him. Ridiculous. Let's go to John Mills. Basuma deal would be fine as part of the Kudus deal if it was happening. Yeah. What we got? Elliot most likely wants European football, surely. Yeah, he does, mate. He does. Basically, Nottingham Forest. I looked today, funny enough. I was doing a watch along for Goodwood, and I looked at the individual transfer links and odds on it. And McAtee to Nottingham Forest is 8-13, so it's literally odds on to go to Nottingham Forest. So it's going to be very hard to get Harvey Elliott out of Liverpool and go somewhere like Brighton or Forest. That's why West Ham are favourites at the minute. I think West Ham get him on loan, if I'm being honest, with an option to buy. What we got here? Let's have a look. Wilson has signed clearly, and they're just waiting to announce. Do you reckon so, Irons? Do you reckon that is true? Because someone asked me that the other day. They said, James, what do you reckon on Wilson? Nothing's happened, and I was like, I don't know, but if you're saying that, it wouldn't surprise me because it ain't. Is it the right time to announce it like before a pre-season game, or will they probably announce it after the Bournemouth game on Sunday? Do you know what I'm saying? Like that could be it, and then he's here for the Lille game, I think it is, and then we go into the new season. Do you know what? It's not a bad shout, you know. Fair play. Why is our transfer business always in the news? Why can't we ever do a deal that's behind closed doors? You know why, mate? Because our owner chucks out a load of bids, then he'll go and chuck out a load of propaganda to get the fan base up for it, and then he'll completely change tack. Does it all the time. I said this on the watch along earlier on. I'm going to say it again right now. Yeah, and I want you to do this for me. Got 100 people watching on Monday. Yeah, you will see a new link again. It'd be someone fresh, right? It'd be someone that no one's heard of, yeah, and they put two and two together. What I've started to gather by doing this game is that people sit there, they go, right, which players will suit West Ham, which players are available and all, and which players can we get? And they just chuck it out there and hope it bites. That's basically it. That's basically it, down to a T, right? And I've noticed that every Monday, it's always Monday and Sunday night. It comes out on the Sunday night, and then on the Monday, all of it blows up like that every single time. Right, and I've noticed that over the last few weeks. That's the other geezer Jezza that I was mentioning earlier on. Everyone, that guy, the Austrian, I think he's Austrian in the under 21 international, I think, or under 23 or whatever it is. So um, excuse me. I reckon we get a goalkeeper in, and they will slide Wilson's announcement in with it. It's all about PR, isn't it? Fortunately, nowadays most people don't fall for it. Oh, people still do, mate. Fucking hell! I'll tell you what, you'd be surprised. You'd be really surprised the amount of people, fall for this shit. Now, Hermansen would be the guy, but why is it taking so fucking long? I don't know. Let's get to Jason. I'd rather give Marshall a go this season than get someone like Wilson. Well, I'll tell you what, mate. If he don't play tonight, then that to me is just not a good. Right, that's bad. Right, that's anger material. If you're just going to have Marshall on the bench again for tonight, I'm hoping Potts plays tonight. I'm hoping Scarles plays and I'm hoping Marshall plays. If Marshall plays well tonight, I think we just got to give him the opportunity. If this season is just going to be a season of basically finishing mid-table, then what harm can it do? It can only benefit us, surely. So, let's just pull that forward a little bit. I can reach. Let's get down to here. There we go. Got another one. Clubs that we are above 2 seasons ago are now overtaking us. We are a joke now. Do you know what, mate? I try not to get too angry by it anymore. I used to. I used to get really angry by it because I am angry by it because we've gone backwards. We've gone back 3 years or 4 years in the space of a year, if I'm being truthfully honest. And that's quite sad, really. We need to do something fresh. And this is where I do feel for Potter a little bit in this, and Macaulay, because I can guarantee it. Macaulay's got targets there, but if Sullivan's getting involved and turning around and saying, well, Saltass has got this geezer, right? Just for argument's sake, Carl Macaulay can find a player who fits Potter's system better. But Sullivan's going to get involved and say, right, well, Saltass has got a client here for Aston Villa. What you're saying, right? You're always going to go against what Macaulay and Potter want. That's why I think it's bang out of order. I'm being truthfully honest. Everton have just sold their women's back to what? Parent of 60 million. What is the side players? I ain't worried about Moyes. Fuck me. What else we got here? West Ham are going down this season. Makes me so mad. Ride out. Do you know what I mean? Chill out, not ride out. Fucking hell. I'm the only negative one in this fan base, son. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's have a look. What else have we got here? Let's have a look, see what's going on. See if there's anything occurring on the social media. But what are we saying about tonight? That's another thing I'm going to ask, because obviously tonight's quite a big game, really. Like, we need to start seeing a different sort of West Ham, and hopefully soon. What we got here? Let's see what Kev's got to say. Shout out to Kev by signing a few. Fucking hell, my reading's shit, mate, today. I think it's because I'm fucking tired. By seeing a few youth already, they look promising. You never know, the dwarf might turn around and say you don't need any more. Knowing him, the sloth. Yeah, mate. Do you know what? I actually think he's getting involved far too much, if I'm being truthfully honest. Ricky's saying we're going to get battered. Fucking hell. Well, they got hammered the other day, didn't they? 3-0, which hasn't gone down well, apparently. We haven't replaced Rice. He was the legs that we're missing. See, a few of the boys last night turned around and said that we need legs in midfield, but we also need a DM in midfield, which if you've got legs, I think West Ham could cover it with just box to box players, if I'm being truthfully honest. But he's ashamed to be a West Ham fan at the minute. You should never be ashamed of your club, because it ain't the club's fault, right out. It's not. It's the owner's fault. And until people learn that, the better. You know what I'm saying? So never be ashamed of West Ham. Be ashamed of Sullivan. If the game against Manchester United was a shop window, they are worth less. Mate, I'll tell you what, if I see Guido Rodriguez tonight, trust me, don't be here at 1:15 in the morning, because I will literally lose it if I see Guido Rodriguez in that starting lineup. What it is, I'm trying to give Potter benefit of the doubt, because I know what he's up against. He's up against a fucking owner who's just going to get involved in everything. But if he plays Guido Rodriguez and even James Ward-Prowse to a point, I am going to be fuming, like literally livid with it. So so there you go. What's this? Real owners would have terminated the contract of these big part players. See, that's a good comment. That really is. If Sullivan knows that Guido can't be sold, you just let him go on a free. Do you know what I'm saying? I think he's got a 2-year deal, I think, right? So he's done a year. What's the point? I think West Ham are struggling to get rid of players, mate, if I'm being truly honest. I think Naif Aguerd would have went if West Ham would have got a decent offer, but where West Ham are desperate for money, and I stand by this. I really do. Right? Hand on my heart, I stand by this. I think West Ham are desperate for dough. And I don't understand why Naif's here. Right? I don't understand why Guido Rodriguez is playing at the minute. Do you know what I'm saying? Andy Irving's another one. Is he a part of West Ham, or is he just a fucking taking a spot up? I don't know. It just doesn't make a lot of sense at the minute. I can't wait to see if midfield 3 or Thomas Slow check, Guido Speedo, and Tracky Guido Speedo. I ain't gonna pronounce that. And James Ward-Prowse. That comment of the day. Fuck it. Another one. There you go. You can have that comment of the day. Yeah. Jazza, what a guy. Lincoln, hope you're well, mate. Hope you didn't lump on Field of Goal for no, mate. I did a 150-1 winner. Fucking hell. And I've actually seen real proof of betting slips of people having fivers on it, £2.50 each way. Fucking can't make it up, can you? You know what I'm saying? I didn't do. It wasn't a great day today, but I'll get round it. What we got here from Drano. Hope Drano's well. Evening all. I can't be watching tonight. I've got work early in the morning. Maybe different if it was mildly exciting to watch. Get some pace and pass the poxy ball forward. Do you know what, mate? I'm going to be watching it tonight from start to finish. Where it's a 11:30 kickoff, it ain't too bad. The Saturday night one that I've done, it was weird sitting up at like 2 o'clock in the morning doing an afterthought. Like, I'll tell you what, I respect the overseas hammers a lot more after that, because that was hard. And then by about 4 o'clock, I actually went to bed about 4, I think it was in the end. I was knackered, literally completely fucking drained. So I'm going to be watching it tonight. I just need to see a positive team. Do you know what I'm saying? And then hopefully it's not made out to be something that it ain't. What we got? James is still going on about Walker Peters. We need like 4 first team players. 4 of this first team are useless. Yeah. How's the English quota now? Skulls. Carl Walker Peters. Don't think Aaron Wan-Bissaka comes into that now, because I don't think he is. Bowen. What else we got there? Bowen, Ward-Prowse. Cool, fucking hell. Is that it? I can't think of anyone else in that sort of thing at the minute. Yeah, looking very. I'd have to do a bit more research on that one. Is this why we're targeting Wilson, Elliott, Morton? Probably. Oh, you got Potts and you got Kilman. That's fair. Isn't Ben Wan-Bissaka technically still English? He's not homegrown though, is he? Do you know what I'm saying? And he comes under the. Who's he played for? Congo, I think. Mr. Wan-Bissaka. So Uh, what's this? Forget Walker Peters. The only Walker you will be seeing is Guido Rodriguez. Is he still homegrown though? Fresh fielder, because I don't know whether like that comes into it, because obviously he's changed nationalities. But then suddenly, if he was born here, then he probably does. Potts is a new noble, but better. I'm looking forward to seeing him tonight. I really am. I really am. I'm really looking forward to seeing him play, and hopefully he can produce what he produced at the back end of that game on Saturday night. The only issue I've got is what happens if he turns up and he doesn't do it. Then we're gonna be like that with him, right? I think Potts will be all right though. Do you know what I'm saying? What we got? Irving as well. Yeah, that's true. I keep forgetting. Do you know what? I keep forgetting about fucking Irving. Potts will mature quickly. I think so. I think so. I think he will. Um, do you know what? That's why the loan system is so important. I mean, literally so important, because he's done his trade. Like, he's learnt his trade. He's like, and Portsmouth fans was telling us last year he's a really good player. What we've seen against Manchester United was he was pretty good there and all. So uh, it is what it is on that. Let's have a look. What else we got here? Alvarez won't play tonight, George. He is going to be in and amongst it against Bournemouth, I believe. Tonight he's not about. Someone's put that in my comment section last night on a video. Anyone know streaming it? I'm going to have a look later, and if I can stream it, I will. But I'm probably going to watch it. If I'm honest, it's going to be too much to do. I watch along, and afterthought, I play our ratings at like stupid o'clock in the morning. So yeah, let's have a look. See what's going on. See if there's anything else happening in the world of West Ham United. What's this? Imagine having a 45, 50-year-old man losing their absolute head on Twitter because I don't think 45, 50-year-old man on Twitter, because I don't think Jacob Ramsey's worth 40 million. He ain't worth 40 million, but it doesn't mean to say Villa ain't going to stop getting it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, it's just dead again. Mm, mm, yeah, it's dead. I'll give you player ratings. Guido a 0, mate. If he starts tonight, what do we reckon team is going to be tonight? That's another thing, because obviously Areola is going to be in the firing line, isn't he? Let's be real, and especially after the other day. And Lucas was there the other day. Yeah, he he said that the crowd, when Areola made that mistake, didn't sort of turn, but was like majorly disappointed. And one of my mates, who's actually in Chicago tonight, has turned around. And I'll tell you what he said on my Instagram. Hold on. Let's pull the Instagram up. Shout out to Danny, who's out there. Right. Basically, that's what he said. I got to meet Areola yesterday. It seems like his confidence is gone. Great guy, but just seems distant. I reckon he's been told, mate, that if a goalkeeper comes in, he's going to be second choice. So, and Danny's in Chicago tonight. He's going to be there to watch the game. And he said he met him, and you know, he just doesn't look on it to a point. So, which is a shame, really. But do I blame Areola for this? No, he's not. He's not a ball playing goalkeeper. Never has been. Never will be. You know, it ain't going to happen, is it? Anything other than Potts, Bequet, and Suchek is criminal. In central midfield is criminal. Um, I'm not worried about Suchek. I'm going to be honest. I'm not worried about Suchek. I need to see Potts. Even if Paqueta plays an half, I'm not really worried because I know what we can get with him. We need to see players playing the system that he's trying to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Potts, Suchek, Paqueta, Bowen needs to be the box four to start tonight. I don't I don't know what the best formation would be for West Ham at the minute because there's no one really else. Let's have a look, see if we've got anything else coming up. Here we go. Look, we've got this tonight. Someone just said, "Who's staying up late for that?" Fucking me. I'm a mug. I'm staying up late for that. All right, let's delete that. That's no good. See, look, every single time I'm seeing it, different links. Another one. Douglas Luiz, right? There you go. Look, a strong interest in Fernandez and Douglas Luiz. Lots of competition for both players. No targets. Harvey Elliott, but he believes he prefers. It's just recycled stuff that just isn't genuine at the end of the day, and that's the sad thing about it. No one believe. Like people get the hypes up thinking it, and then nah, straight back down to earth again. Bollocks. That's what Richard says. What's happened to Ariola's head? Too much dye in his hair, leaked into his brain, I think. Absolute shocker. Well, by the sounds of it, he looks like his confidence is gone. So, I'd try a 4-4-2, Marshall and Fulkrug up top, Bowen right mid, Diouf left mid, Paqueta Pot centrals, Peters, and that's not a bad shout, mate. Not a bad shout. I need to see Callum tonight, I must admit. You know, Ricky's saying 10 at the back. Fucking hell, it's getting that way, isn't it, mate? Let's be honest. Someone said it to me the other week, right? And I make them right. They said the Potter system can work if you've got the right personnel in it. But West Ham have got nowhere near anyone in that system who can sort of do the roles other than the wing backs, which is pretty true, really. Like, even the centre halves, I've got no faith in the centre halves at all. Like, I look at Kilman, I look at Tadiba, I look at Nefa Gued, and what is sickening, and this is really sickening, they're £100 million for them three players. 100 million. That's an insult in itself. I mean, like, genuinely, like, and then you look at the midfield, and obviously the midfield is a lot of problems, but I think Marshall worked well. Let's read that out. Worked well off the big German. Do you know what, though, mate? I just think also we need to have someone. Need to take Fulkrug out. I wouldn't mind having Marshall and Bowen up front. As two pace merchants up front. Both Marshall will press all day long, and Bowen can be the backup to Marshall. Like, I don't know why we're going sort of like with one big man, one small man. I don't understand that one. I really don't. Like, Everton have a better manager than us. Do you know what? I think people. Imagine if we did get obliterated tonight by Everton. Fucking hell, that'll be all over the old social media before you know it, won't it? Let's be honest. Right, let's have a look. One more look before we, we make a move. See if there's anything happening. Someone's just said there, Ramsey's not the answer, ladies and gentlemen. He's not the answer. Can strike a deal between 25 and 30 mil. Cool. What do you make of that kit? Look at that kit. That's Genoa. That's Genoa in Italy's kit. That is better than the England top, mate. You know what I'm saying? That's actually quite a nice kit. I'm not going to lie, but I think that's a shame. Hayden Hackney. Anyone who remembers Hayden Hackney? Um, he's going to Ipswich Town for £15 million plus add-ons. And you know, what's going on with that? And look, talking about the man at the moment. Look, there's old Freddie Potts there. Look, tell you what, we'll do a little demonstration of how good the geezer is. I'll hold it up like that. He's very good on the ball. Very good on the ball. I don't know what his tackling is like though. Like that one touch stuff. He looks like he's got his confidence back. Do you get what I'm saying? I'll put that there, so I'll cover my face a little bit. But he looks like he's got his confidence back. Like, do you know what I mean? The way he's passing the ball about and moving, and he's always looking for space. Very good one touch. And look at that, always looking to pass the ball forward. Yeah, mate. Look, he looks good. He looks ready. Let's put it like that. He looks ready. But is he ready? That's the $1 million question. Look, ball goes forward again. So yeah, that's old Freddie Potts, ladies and gentlemen. Probably going to get a fucking ban on it, but is what it is. Right, let's have a look. Homegrown equals part of an English club for 3 years before the 21st birthday. If you've missed it earlier, well, fair play, fresh fielder. Fair play on that. So yeah, Anu third, Anu third away. Yeah. What's this? Moyes has never beat Potter. That's our only hope, right? Oh dear. Well, I'll tell you what. I wonder if there's odds. I'm gonna have a look. I wonder if there's odds on West Ham tonight. I just want to have a look. I want to be curious and see what price we are to beat them, because there was odds the other day on us, but let's have a look. See if there's any tonight. Club friendlies tonight. 8 o'clock, 10, 11:30. Well, West Ham are 7-5. There you go. I'll put it up on the screen. All right. This is with William Mill, by the way. Yeah. West Ham are 7-5. Everton are 13-8. The draw's 21-10. So it's pretty split, really. 7-5. They've actually made Everton favourites, if I got that right, on the old decimals. Was that 50-10? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's Everton are just slightly favourites to beat us. Fucking hell. That'll go down well, won't it? It's great. Potts is in the squad. He's one of us. He loves the club. Good combination. Completely agree on that, mate. I really do. Right. I'm going to wrap that up there, ladies and gentlemen. I really do appreciate you jumping on. I thought I'd do an hour and talk about Ramsey. Yeah. My final thought on this with Ramsey is I don't think it's going to happen. Right. Generally don't believe it's going to happen. I think someone's just whipped up a sort of narrative that it's going to happen, and it's on the cards. I think West Ham are talking to loads and loads of people. The issue I've got with West Ham currently right now is that nothing is getting sort of like a solid link, and going for the player. That's where the problem lies with me. If we get him for 25-30 mil, I'll be stunned. I called the Mohamed Kudus thing. I said West Ham won't get. People were saying to me, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about, James. We're going to get 70 mil for him or 65 mil for Mohamed Kudus." It was never going to happen. And I said the next bid that West Ham get for Mo, they're going to accept because they need the dough. Yeah, Oh, is it 1 point? It's 1.63. Is it? Fucking hell. Use boys on the decimals, mate. I've always been a fractions person. We're favourites for some reason. Slight favourites, mate. I mean, like, there's not much in it, Freshfield, is there? But yeah. Anyway, I'll be back tonight, 1:15 in the morning, after thought, and then there'll be a player ratings. Probably I'll record that also late tonight. I'm gonna have some dinner and have some sleep, I think, and then get ready for the night ahead. Right, 1, 2, 3. Irie.